And this MMA rules bout takes place in the minus 70 kilogram lightweight division and will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds. Your referee in charge when the action gets underway, Mr. Travnicek. And so, fighters to the center, please, for your final instructions.
So there are some numbers up on the screen, the Fightonomics. We've already discussed them briefly. Not a lot in this. Your particular pick on this, Chris?
Height and reach for the striker is going to be important, undoubtedly, but the key thing is, in all of their wins and losses, no one's ever gone the distance. I don't see an anomaly here.
Scheduled for 3 5 minutes. We don't know, we don't think, we don't believe it's going to see the distance or get the judges involved. So, fighting blue, Vesic. Oh, and already the takedowns there. You said the strong grappling was going to play a part in this, and already he's on this.
Crazy single leg, literally kicked him, step back, draw step, comes in, level change. This is the drive. The guy just digs his toes, runs right through you. Now, Travnicek would have been aware, I think, that this was potentially on the cards. The leg trap, the guillotine, yeah, but it's futile. It's futile at this point. You're really only using this thing to walk back up to the cage and stand up.
He's taking his time, he's controlling with that headlock, and wow, Vesic all over this, isn't he? Driving forward, trying to get on top, trying to get the ground and pound going. But I've got to say, Travnicek, really good defense game here, really handling it well, trying to take the heat and the steam out of that attack that keeps coming forward. Vesic, well, trying to get on top, caught in a half guard, and he's denied the cage to Travnicek. So no stand up there, but Travnicek working on an arm lock.
Yeah, he's trying to get that Kimura. But again, it's just totally futile because there's so much invisible jiu-jitsu coming on here from Vesic. Just the way that he's shuffling his legs, the ambidextrous approach where his left arm's working, his head's blocking, his arm is obviously hidden. You can see where he hit his right arm underneath his right hip.
You can see that he's driving forward now to try and get mount, see if he can get some ground and pound going, not causing a lot of damage, and actually Travnicek still very relaxed, still very much in control of that bottom position, but well, Vesic is relentless here, isn't he? Driving forward, he's got that 3-fight win streak, and he's on his back now, and that's significant, except Travnicek read it, tries to get away, bit of escapology, but he's not being allowed.
Oh, that drive, Will. Everything is just made to make you work. The way he picks the ankles, the way that he just shuffles forward and keeps his weight over you. Travnicek is trying to get his fence and stand up, but it's just not going to work at this point, Will.
Hanging on again to another headlock, and look at this now. We see that spin up and off, but now Travnicek in the upright, gets caught on the single. That was not what he wanted at this stage. He's still hanging on to a choke there. Now a guillotine. Needs space, needs to get that low kick going, but so far it's Vesic that does it. Lumps one in downstairs, then goes for the double shoot, doesn't quite manage it, and look at that, takes his man down right round the back, and again Travnicek has to find the cage.
Yeah, excellent takedown defense here and survival skills from Travnicek, but Vesic is just all over you. The leg kick into a takedown twice now in a row. Anything just to close the distance. Lovely lateral drop here.
Travnicek's really got his work cut out for him, isn't he? Vesic is a barrel full of monkeys. He really is difficult to hold. And Travnicek still cool, still calm, still relaxed, still trying to conserve energy, running around the cage now to try and drag his man off. But Vesic, having said that, Vesic has invested an awful lot into the takedown. Ragdolls his man down again.
The dexterity from him. That's what impresses me the most. And I think it's the kind of thing that you can train for, but once you feel it and you know how much a wrestler can work, it's why wrestling is one of the most important, maybe the most important base for MMA.
So finding a cage, calf stamp, finding the cage, finding his way into the upright now, but he just can't break the grips. Needs to get some space and get his own kickboxing going. I just don't feel Travnicek has really worked a way to get Vesic some space between him and Vesic and get him off. Just again, he takes him down beautifully. What a great trip.
Yeah, again, just hits that drop. He can't break the grips. He's trying to go 2-on-1 here and stiff arm his way out, but there's a different level of strength and dexterity. Again, the physical conditioning of Vesic is one thing that's won him a lot of fights. Here we go, back take.
And now he's got the lock on. Can he get the hurt? Can he get the choke there? The Marta Leon. Oh, I tell you what, that's not good. We've got over 40 seconds left. Travnicek has found himself in this position and not really where he wants to be. Possibility of a Hadika Jime, but he's given that up now for the ground and pound. Still needs to weaken his opponent. Oh, this is going to be a very, very quick finish and a tight finish at the end of the round if Travnicek doesn't get this right. And Vesic piling in the ground and pound, trying to get the numbers up, trying to see if the referee will see if there's intelligence defense here. Oh, Vesic now piling it in. I think the referee's got to call it. 10-second clapper, the end of the round. It would be amazing if Travnicek survives this. Big, heavy shots coming in. The referee letting it run. That was the bell. Saved by the bell, or was the referee calling?
It looks to me like he's going to be okay, but I mean, that fight was definitely in the territory of unintelligent defense and inability to improve position.
Well, made it to the end of the round, incredibly. Travnicek, well, needs to rethink his strategy. Vesic out of the traps, absolutely like a greyhound. Hands of kryptonite, bashed his way in once he was on top, but that grip, unbelievable solid. I mean, that's like cement when he locks on.
And not even breathing hard on the stool. There's a totally different look in the eyes of Travnicek. Let's take a look at it here. There we go, look at the level change. He actually threw a leg kick right before that highlight started, and the way he closes distance on you, and no doubt about it, Travnicek had a read on it too. Like, he saw that coming, and you can see the efforts here on maybe getting the sweep, but just the ability to establish and control the base of Vesic is a totally different ballgame. Here, the last 35, 40 seconds, I thought this fight was definitely in territory of being over.
I think that Travnicek did a great job of trying to read what was coming and defend.
There's a tap, Will. Seconds in, another level change, a guillotine, and it's a counter from Travnicek.
From nowhere, he offered his neck too many times for me, Vesic, where he had a guillotine on, and he absolutely just, after the shoot, put the lock on, held his arm, and he's done it. Vesic, out. It's a tap out. So he comes out, goes for the shoot. There's the switch, and look at the legs in place there. Beautifully done. That's the tap out. We didn't think he had enough crank on it before, but he's done it there. Travnicek heard him with that right hand, and look at that. Beautiful.
Lovely technique, too. His corner would have said, expect him to shoot. He got the barbell grip there. Lovely modified attempt there on that grip. And it's a good tactic to kind of get a little bit of an angle, sit out, one leg over the top, one butterfly hook in. What a performance here. First career submission from Travnicek, and it was the perfect counter to a 10-8 round.
Absolutely incredible against a guy that is a grappler and had dominated with the grappling right up until that point. What a surprise, what a shocker, what a win here for Travnicek. He's put an end to that 3-fight win streak of Vesic, and, well, just brilliant. He offered his neck up too many times, Vesic, and he got away with it in that first round. We kept seeing the guillotine, we kept seeing the possibility, but Travnicek does it.
11 seconds by way of guillotine choke. Your winner in the red corner from Austria, David Travnicek. And show your appreciation for our brave runner-up, Uros Vesic.
David, congratulations. This was one of the best comebacks ever in FNC. Uros almost finished in the first round. How close were you to just get pounded and, you know, got knocked out in the first round and then you did this in the second?
I'm not really sure because I think I was knocked out. I didn't really know how many punches he had. I woke up like, oh, is it over? No, it's not over. And so we drilled it. I have one of the best trainers in the world, Philipp Schanz, the best. He told me, jump the gilly, don't be silly. I jumped the gilly.
So you wouldn't have any problem if the fight was stopped in the first round?
I wouldn't realize it. But thanks to the referee, I appreciate it. He saw that I'm fighting back or something. I don't know how long it was. But thanks to him, I got the win. Thank you very much. Thank you, FNC. I love the show. I love to fight. And hopefully we see us all in the after party. I will be there.
Congratulations one more time. This was brilliant, sir. So yeah, thank you for this.
I want to say thank you to my opponent. The last time I had health issues, I couldn't make the weight. Thank you to him. He took the fight, he brought a hard fight. He talked a little bit too much for the fight, but I think now we can be respectful together and a good fighting mentality. And maybe we train together. He has good takedowns. I have to train more in this area. I train a lot, but it's not my natural. So thank you very much. Thanks to my opponent, thanks to my team, thanks to the fans.
Dame i gospodo, veliki pljesak za jednog od najatraktivnijih boraca u rosteru, David Travnicek!